Howdy-o, what do you know? This is Rabbit of ScrubLeetAcademy doing another Dido video for you today. And today we're going monster manual farming for the Sahuagin. So here's a bunch of them already, but as you can tell, I'm in the Temple of Elemental Evil Part 2, just burning through, and they are everywhere. They are absolutely everywhere. Among all these node-born ice elementals, but unfortunately those do not contribute to anything. Still, tons of Sahuagin in here. Temple is good for most of the humanoids, most of the elementals, probably a lot of monstrous humanoids as well. And it's really good, actually it's decent for stuff like oozes and rust monsters too, so it's really good for a lot of different creature types. And Sahuagin are no exception to that list. In Temple, they are pretty much everywhere, and you don't really have to work too hard to find them. So you could just go ahead and go right in. But you won't have too much difficulty finding them here, and if you're on a higher difficulty, you'll find way more of them per group, which will ease the farming a little bit. It's not the most consistent area to farm, but if you're going ahead and just going in here anyway, and you need these, well then go right ahead. You might not have a lot of need for them after Korthos, because they're Sahuagin, you only need 2,000 of them for the account to get your deed done. So there's not too much of a worry about these guys. I would say that they're pretty trivial, honestly. At least to get the numbers that you need. Most people will start off in Korthos, and if you don't, you'll probably do the Red Fens at some point and you'll get them there. Speaking of the Red Fens, that'll be the next area that we go to here, because that is probably the second easiest area to get them. I wouldn't say Korthos is as decent, because Korthos is a starter area, so it has fewer mob spawns in the dungeons that it has. But there is one dungeon in the Fens that is actually a really good one for these, and we'll head right over there. So here we are in the Red Fens, and this one might come as a bit of surprise to you, but I actually prefer this dungeon to most of the others in the Fens. The Last Stand, I like it just because when you come over here, you can talk to this guy, get it all started, and then the Sahuagin just kind of come to you. And you can just kill them as you feel. And I tend to just blow up some of these crates, get rid of them. And you can get rid of these as well if you really want to, but as I say, the Sahuagin come to you. If you're a ranger or a nuker, you can get away with it a lot easier, and just start cleaning them up. Just go all the way around, clean up every bit that you can. Another thing that's really neat about this one is that you get some mudman spawns too, so you can kill two birds with one stone to some extent. But you can get rid of these, they keep coming in. If you've got several people, you can monitor several different areas all at once, which makes it a little quicker, honestly. The only thing about this one is all of these NPCs tend to attract them, so if you're not a ranger, it's a little slower, as you can tell with my melee guy. A little slower to kill. But if you're a ranger, you're going to have no problem. You're going to be basically sitting in the middle, just running point to point, killing for free. And once again, also as a ranger, it's a lot easier to do this save the village part, because you can just run around shooting with a bow or what have you, or just throw Meteor Swarm 30 times and kill everything in the area. And you really don't have to think twice about it. I tend to go through the whole thing until the boss fight at the end, and then I just recall and reset, and it'll save you a little bit of time, and you don't have to turn in the quest again. See, there we are. A few more Sahuagin come in. And we can start cleaning them up. Boop. We can start cleaning them up. They're all coming into the village, so it's really easy to just go around and do a milk run of it. Just go and clean sweep through them, get the mudmen too. You might as well. Once again, I never found mudmen that difficult because I got them accidentally while I was doing everything else. So Sahuagin, what have you. But the Sahuagin are pretty easy just because you really don't need that many of them. So by the time you get past these quests, you've probably got most of what you need, and it's just a matter of cleaning up the last couple of numbers. I find if you're farming though, melee actually is a little weaker than ranged in pretty much every regard. Just because in general melee is weaker, because you have to run up to attack your target. So that's a big downside compared to ranged when both options can one-shot something. You might as well go for a ranged farmer if you can, especially a caster type, if you're capable of it. Because that area effect is incredible. As I say though, before the boss fight here, when you're on the second rest, you might as well just go ahead and recall, reset it, and just keep farming it out. This one's easy, as I say, just because they come to you. You don't really have to go anywhere. You don't have to do all that much. And if you're a ranger, it's actually a little easier. That being said, you might just have an easy time going around and cleaning up these sergeants and such around the base here. But that's all the time we have for today. If you enjoyed what we did today, leave a comment. It's nice to hear what you think about these kind of things. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. My alert seems to have gone away now, so hiding in this cave seems to have done the trick. So I'm gonna get up out of here, but you take care and have a great day, everybody. Alright, bye-bye.